Hey folks, welcome back. Today is October 23rd, 2023. It is 66 degrees and I am heading toward Hot Springs, but I'm not going to do the 209 loop. Kind of a foliage ride. Don't know what I'll see. Don't know where I'll get to as far as being able to see some good foliage, but we're going to go on a little bit different ride. I set my trip meter to 0 when I was in Marshall, North Carolina, in downtown, heading north on 2570 toward Hot Springs, as I said earlier, and we're just going to do a loop, take a ride. Obviously it's going to be an on pavement ride because I'm on Big Yella, a 2010 Honda Goldwing. I might actually get the drone up today. I brought it with me. See if I actually stop and do it. Usually I don't like to stop and take that much time to do something like that. But I probably should today. Beautiful weather. Might actually have some pretty good color up there. Looks it from here. So there's a spot off of 2570 as I'm going up the mountain toward Hot Springs. You go up and over a mountain to get to Hot Springs, and as I'm going up the mountain on the right is where I take the V-Strom to go into the Pisgah National Forest. And there's a little bit of a paved area before you get into the dirt roads. And I think I might stop there and put the drone up if I'm not too close to the Appalachian Trail. Appalachian Trail is considered a national park. Not supposed to launch and bring the drone down in a national park, although I do believe I saw something recently where they may have changed or are going to change those rules. But anyway, I'm going to try to launch the drone from that spot and see how it goes. Heading up the mountain to go up and over to Hot Springs. Before we go up over the top, I'm going to pull off to the right. There's an area over there where I go to take the V-Strom on rides that has a little bit of a paved area, which should be off the road pretty good, which I'm going to actually see about launching the drone. Been a while, out of practice, but maybe the foliage is worth it. I'll pull over there, launch the drone. Hopefully it won't take too terribly long. And then I'll be back. Hopefully some of this brilliance you see here will come through on the drone. Alright folks, well, see the flashing yellow lights, the warning for 209? That's where I normally go. Hey, look at that cool Goldwing over there in the reflection. That's where I normally go, but today we are not. I am going to actually do a U-turn right here and continue up 2570 where that car is coming from, and we're going to make a loop. Like I said, I set the odometer to 0 when I was in Marshall, and that was 16.7 miles ago, and we are going to go continue this loop. Alright folks, well, we're still on 2570 between Hot Springs and where we're going to get off on 107 in Tennessee. But I thought I'd bring you in for a second just to show you a little bit of the fact that 2570 is not a country 2-lane back road. It's a little bit more high speed, wider. Kind of used to be a highway, I guess, but it's still, a great road to take a ride on, and got some great twisties in here. They're higher speed twisties, but nonetheless they're twisties, they're fun, and it's it's a beautiful road. The scenery is beautiful through here. So like I said, we're going to work our way. We're about to cross into Tennessee. This is the State Line Grill Market, I guess, State Line Market. And we are now in Tennessee. And no, I do not have a sticker on that sign. You can see from that sign, it's a great road. So in a little bit, we're going to turn off of 2570 onto 107. 107 will take us up toward Greenville, Tennessee. And I will get back to you when we get there. This is the second time I stopped and put the drone up, just because I thought that bridge was pretty cool. I hope I got some decent shots. I remember when this road was closed for a long time while they were building that bridge. Now we're off. Again, we're still on 2570, just got into Tennessee. Sorry about that. And we're going to take off, go find 107, head to Greenville, and do a loop. Just in case you forgot what we were doing here. Alright folks, well, we're on 107. We just got off 2570. Head out here through some beautiful farm country. Let's see what we see. It has been 27.8 miles since I left Marshall. It's been 12 miles since I left Hot Springs. And turned right onto this 107. And we'll follow this up. Follow it till it comes to a stop sign. Beautiful road. Beautiful country through here. Just another great ride, fairly close to home. Normally doesn't take near this long, but again, stopped 2 different times now to do drone stuff. So that's very unlike me. But I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Just a staple of this part of 107. Beautiful valley. Man, how can you beat that? Beautiful. And again, just thought I'd bring you back, show you a little bit more of 107, some of the stuff you get to look forward to riding if you come out here and do this loop. It's a neat little road. Kind of reminds you of 209 in that it's got a little bit of everything. Beautiful farm countries with a great valley. Got some twisties, some high-speed sections. It's just a beautiful country road. I guess that'll do it. John Denver and country roads. About covers it. We're nearing the end of 107. Look at that. Nearing the end of 107 that I'm going to be on. I ride it up and turn right at the stop sign, which is roughly 15 miles from where we got off of 2570, not to be confused with Tennessee 70. Now if we go left, that'll take us into Greenville, Tennessee. We turn right, which is what we're going to do. We're going to head back toward Asheville, but of course we'll get to Marshall and Hot Springs and all that first. But look at that. I love living in the mountains. Shut it off in just a moment here, but leave it on through here because it's just incredible. Tell you what, my thermometer says 71 degrees on October 23rd. 2023. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The colors are popping. Even at the higher elevations, they're still pretty good. Incredible day to be out riding around. Still on 70, but instead of the incredible mountain views in the valley, we've got this. Again, it's a GoPro. I'm sure you can't tell, but we are climbing in elevation. getting even more spectacular.
Well, we got that truck in front of us, but you get the idea. And we are back in North Carolina, and the road went from Tennessee 70 to North Carolina 208. Just more of 208. John from Road Reality, this is for you. This is why I don't mind twisty, curvy roads, because I do them all the time. So he is extremely comfortable in traffic. I am not. I get in traffic, I get very uptight. We're turning off of 208 onto 212, which will bring us back to 2570 near Hot Springs and Marsh. Every time I'm not recording, it's just me, myself, my thoughts. I don't even have the stereo on, and I'm just concentrating on the road and enjoying the moment, which is something I'm trying to get better and better at, which is why you see more recording, more drones, hopefully more pictures, although I haven't taken a single picture today. So with that, I've done 75 miles. Now, of course, I added a few because of that one wrong turn, but 75 miles from Marshall, around that loop through Greenville, and back. Of course, I stopped a lot, so it took a long time, but, you know, a nice little loop to do in an afternoon sometime, which is what I did. Is now 3:45. Well, thanks, folks, for joining me. I really appreciate you hanging out. If you think about it and you're here still, you can do that like, that subscribe, that whole thing. You know, all that YouTube stuff. I hope everyone can stay well, stay safe. Most of all, I hope you all stay happy.